I want to welcome in Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Sir, appreciate you sticking with us through the breaking news and all this. This is insane. You have said you're going to tell the Supreme Court, no, your order is not valid here. Is that correct?
No, what I said was all they did was remove an injunction from the federal government to come onto our property and cut down wire. It does not stop us from protecting our areas that we control that are owned by Texas governments. And it does not stop the state of Texas from continuing to put up fences and wire. So It doesn't do anything to change what we should be doing. I don't think the governor is going to stop. I don't think he should stop.
Okay, so Mr. Attorney General, the big question here is the Biden administration gave a deadline of today for you to let troops or federal forces in to go to these sites, presumably to cut the wire, because I think that's what they want to do. However, the Border Patrol agency said, hey, we're not going to cut this wire. They said that just a few hours before we came on air. And you have said, what? Yes, no, you can come in, no, you can't?
No, they can't come onto our property. There's nothing that the Supreme Court said about federal Border Patrol being able to come onto Texas government property. This isn't private property. This isn't federal property. They control over, 1,200 miles of the border in Texas, the Border Patrol, and we control a few miles. And for some reason, they need to come onto our property and damage it. I don't know why. They have plenty of room, and there are border entry points that everybody's supposed to go for safety anyway. Why don't they just work better with the cartels and getting them there? Because that's what they're doing now.
Okay, I'm glad you're clearing this all up for us, sir. The other question is, this is only a few miles. Obviously, it's in the front page of the news. A lot of these people live in the same communities because they live in Texas, both federal and state troops and National Guard and things like that. What is the word on the ground about any friction potentially between these two forces? And what do you think would be the outcome if Biden did try to take over the National Guard for Texas?
So first of all, Border Patrol, they don't like what they're having to do. This isn't the job they signed up for. When I've talked to Border Patrol, I've never talked to any single Border Patrol person that said they liked what Joe Biden was doing at the border. So there's not this friction between the Border Patrol, Texas State Police, National Guard. The friction is with the Biden administration, Joe Biden, overriding federal law, overriding the Constitution, and working with the cartels on a daily basis to get as many people as you discussed for the election purposes. But the cartels have a great deal. I mean, they're not coming here to hide. They're coming here to turn themselves in. So the cartels have a very efficient network when they work with the Biden administration on getting here, and they're making billions of dollars both on drugs and also human trafficking.
Yeah. Well, sir, last question. You brought up the Constitution, obviously, highest law of the land. President Biden has a duty to secure that border. He's not doing that. What do you say to him, and where do you go from here on federal land should things get out of control outside of Eagle Pass as they have been?
Look, I truly believe the guy should be impeached. What he's doing to the country is extremely harmful. He's ignoring his obligations, his role as the commander-in-chief to protect this nation, and he's working with the cartels to bring harm. And it's not just the crime. We also have the terrorist threat because we have an open border. There's no doubt we're getting terrorist cells in this country, and that's going to have an impact, a very negative impact, somewhere down the road, maybe long after he's gone. But it's a problem, and for that reason, he's putting us at risk. I think impeachment is deserved, if anyone has ever deserved it in this country.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Ken Paxton, we appreciate you standing up to this, sir, very much.
Thank you.
All right.